Good morning, welcome to another GeoTechTalk. I'm Matt Sheehan. Today we're going to be talking about consumer apps. Actually, we're going to start with consumer apps. I always marvel over Uber and Lyft and these type of geospatial applications. They're consumer applications that are so simple and automate so much of what used to be such a painful process. A friend of mine was telling me the other day about, he asked me the question, do you remember the old yellow cabs business and how difficult that was and how you felt you were being ripped off and how it was always a cumbersome process. Lyft and Uber have made that much simpler, very much based around where am I to be picked up, where am I going to go to, and where is that taxi that's arriving to pick me up. It's a marvellous application and a marvellous use of geotechnology. And it's interesting because in the old days, it was always applications, technology moved from the professional world into the consumer world. We seem to have gone into reverse now, where the geotech revolution is really being driven within the consumer world and is feeding back into the professional world. So a complete reversal, really. What I suspect is going to happen, particularly in the commercial world, is that we'll start to see small organizations begin to build, small and innovative organizations start to build Uber-type applications within the commercial world, which will be very interesting. No more complexity, very simple, focused solutions which provide answers to what are quite often complex questions. Uber did actually answer a somewhat complex question in getting a taxi and getting from place A to place B. They've simplified that. We'll see that in the commercial world. I think that GIS has an interesting part to play in this. There's lots of conversation around where the current GIS stack and GIS model will end up. My suspicion is that those who are GIS experts will be ever more in demand, but they'll be more the engine room of these type of applications. I wonder where the GIS stack's going to go to long term. I think it's always going to be around, but I always know that the expertise and the technology for bringing data together, for processing and preparing data for use in these type of applications will always be valuable, ever more valuable. So I suspect, if we use a car analogy, the GIS will always be that engine, but people will be building different bodies around that engine, be it using GIS technology, be it using location intelligence technology or any other sort of geospatial technology that can be using that data. So it's really the tools, less the stack, that's going to be important. I also think for these focused solutions that a COTS plus approach is what's going to become very popular. And this is something we've spoken, or I've spoken about a lot historically. If you take a commercial off-the-shelf application, actually like Uber, it's a canned application. It does one thing very, very well. But I think when we move that type of technology, those type of simple applications into the commercial world, every commercial organization is slightly different. So those applications will have to be easily adjusted, extended, customized. So a COTS plus approach will enable those that build these very innovative, focused, simple applications to change those based on the requirements of the particular organization that's using the application. So I think we're sort of in for some exciting times. Again, it's fascinating to see the innovation in the consumer market and how that's beginning to bleed over into the commercial market. You can subscribe to the channel in the bottom corner here, and I'll look forward to doing more talks on geotech moving forward. Thanks for watching.